All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen of the internet worlds. Happy New Year. It's Ryan here from Mista Rau's Gaming, and I've got a very special live stream for us here tonight because I've got a very special friend of the show, Riley. Riley, welcome.
Hey, good to be back.
Yeah, it's been
Happy
a while.
New Year.
It's been a while.
It
It's
has
what
been.
it was like. It was Spirit Island, I believe. That was the last time that you came up on here.
That was a long time ago.
It seems like it was a long
Jeez.
time ago, but I think it was only just a couple months. But
Okay. All right.
But it does seem like it was a long time ago. And also joining for the very first time on this stream, Riley's better half and partner in crime, Kimmy. Say hello to everybody, Kimmy.
Hello. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, we're glad to have you on. I forget what I was mentioning. I was mentioning it to Riley, saying like, "Hey, you need to get back on this show." And Riley was always mentioning like, "Yeah, okay, we gotta work this out." And all of a sudden he's like, "Oh, sometimes it's hard with like scheduling things with Kimmy and everything like that." I'm like, "Well, just bring her on." He's like, "You know what? She might actually go for that." And then here we are.
Here I am.
Perfect. And it looks like some people are already starting to pop into the chat here already. Tyler is already in our chat here saying, "Hey y'all. Hey Tyler, how's it going?"
Hey.
I'm not sure if Tyler was around in the chats when you were around, Riley. Tyler's kind of newer to the channel, but he is awesome. Always popping in on all the streams and following along in all the shenanigans. So always welcome around. Oh.
I know I've seen his name when rewatching something, right? Like I don't always get to watch live, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So here he says he wasn't, but whoops, I'm clicking on the wrong screen. Wasn't, but he watched the Horizons of Spirit Island video, and that's how he learned how to play it. So awesome! Thank you. You stuck out with us.
Yeah.
That was a long one.
That was a really long one. Kimmy's like, Spirit Island is always a long one.
Yeah.
So long.
And it's like it's always like twice or three times as long when Riley and I play anything. Because we just get gib-gabbing about literally anything and everything, which tonight won't be any different, of course. We're gonna play a quick little short game here on Board Game Arena tonight, and it's advertising on Board Game Arena 36 minutes, so we're gonna multiply that by about 3. It's probably how long it's actually going to take us tonight. Let's give everybody that's watching here a little bit of an update that's happening in Mista Rau Gaming Land. Of course, Happy New Year. I'm glad to be back. Took last week off. Well, not quite. I had some videos planned in the wings that got released last week. I did 3 top 10s. I did top 10 games of 2023 that I didn't play yet. I did top 10 games of 2023 that I did play. And then I did top 10 games coming up in 2024 that I'm excited for. So a lot of the things, a lot of people got real hyped, got a lot of feedback, got a lot of comments on those. It was awesome engaging with the community around those discussions. And then, we had that little holiday season. Did you guys get any gaming in over the holiday season?
You want to answer that?
Well, we played Dinkum a lot, which isn't a board game, but it's a video game.
I think I've heard of that one. That's Angela streams that one lots, right? Board game Gran.
Yeah, she's the one that got us into it.
Oh,
so
okay.
We bought it forever ago and never played it. And then on like the first day of break, we thought it'd be nice to have something to play cooperatively, right?
Right.
So we did that.
We played a Tetris board game.
Yeah, you like Phil Walker Harding, right?
Yes, I have it right.
Yeah.
It's just right there. Yeah.
Oh, the Tetris one?
Yeah, the Tetris.
Nice. Yeah, we played that on New Year's.
And it's amazing.
So
it's amazing how that game actually captures the feel of playing Tetris as like an actual like tactile board game experience.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's so satisfying really cool to drop the little things down the towers and they just
Yeah. I had one piece that kept getting stuck. It was a red piece, and then at the I was like, I would have to, hit the thing to get it out and hold my hand at the bottom so that it wouldn't like all the other pieces wouldn't fall out and I'd lose everything. It was a little bit of a pain. And then finally I set that piece aside because I kept somehow being the only one that would grab that piece. And at the end of the game, I looked at it and it was like there was a big chunk on it.
Okay.
So just need to file it down.
The molding on that one didn't set properly or something.
Yeah, exactly. So it would have just affected. It was weird because it would like go in and then start to slide and then just like lodge itself.
We have. I wonder if we have like one of the small black pieces that seems to always get stuck. I wonder if that's the exact same reason why. I bet you if I look at it now, I'll go. Yeah. I'll go and see it.
Because it's almost like a Lego piece in the sense of there's the square edge and then there's the ridge, right? And that ridge sometimes is elevated on a side or something. So yeah, it's worth checking out, right?
Oh yeah.
It was surprisingly challenging.
Oh
yeah,
getting those like matching up the goal pieces with what's painted on the tower. That was really hard.
Yep, that I never score very many points off of that at all.
Yeah,
because I'm just like, okay, well I could wait for the perfect piece to come, but that piece might actually not come up for a while.
Forever. Yeah.
Yeah. So then you have to pay attention to what the other goals are. Is it like fill in 6 rows? Is it just like complete 3 rows at a time by dropping in a special piece? Or
we didn't look at the other. We just did the starter goal.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of different ones. Like there would be like one like where you like complete 2 lines by dropping in a square. Like being able to complete 2 lines by dropping in a square, be the first person to do that type thing. There's like things that you used to do in Tetris, like just line up perfectly so that one of those L shapes drops in and completes 3 lines. Like there's a goal for that type thing.
That's cool.
Yeah, so they're really worth checking out.
Nice.
Yeah,
we like Kimmy is so upset because she lost by 1 point.
But I got 7 lines finished at a time, and then he got 6, but we both got the top tier for finishing that goal, which I feel like I should have gotten it, and he should have gotten the 2nd tier.
But it's just based on the round, right?
Right. It's like if everybody completes it, it's supposed to be simultaneous, like dropping in of the pieces, I guess, or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
We played a lot of I even still have it right here. We played a lot of this card game called Scout.
Oh yeah.
It's a neat little like ladder climbing game, sets and runs. Cards are double-sided, like not double-sided, but there's a number on the top of the card and there's a number on the bottom of the card that's upside down, so you can hold your hand either one way or you can hold your hand the other way by turning it upside down. And it's one of those games where you can't change, like, ignore what everything has taught you about card games. You can't rearrange the cards in your hand. How they're dealt to you is the order that you have to deal with them in. And you're trying to play just sets and runs. And essentially, it's like the first person to go out essentially will only accumulate positive points. Other people who have cards left in their hand at the end will accumulate negative points, and you just want to have the best score afterwards. You can set however many times you want to go around the table or something like that. Everybody that I showed it to this past holiday season, all were looking for where can I get that type of game. So it's like, and it's just one of these small box oink games. It's like one of those really, really tiny little boxes, and it is jam packed because there's little cardboard tokens and cards, but it is really, really cool, fun. I played it for the first time at a convention this past year when I went to Vancouver for the Terminal City tabletop convention. I got to play it for the first time there, and I was like, wow, I need to find that. And then it just came back in stock this holiday season.
Ooh.
So I grabbed it.
That sounds awesome. Yeah. I know. I kind of like looked at it, but I think it was sold out when I looked at it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll have to look at it again. That
it
sounds
comes-
genuinely interesting.
It comes into print every now and then, and it looks like it has a sticker here that it was a Spiel des Jahres nominated game in
Ooh.
2022. So,
Nice.
if awards mean anything to anybody, yeah.
Sometimes, right? Sometimes you play a game that has an award and you're like, okay.
How did that game win an award?
Yeah. Yeah.
Tyler says he was able to play Scout once and he thought it was actually pretty fun. So
Nice.
there you go. Everybody that I showed it to had a fantastic time. Time
awesome.
with it. And then
We'll
the
have
other
to keep our eye out
the other
for it.
small little game I played was also this game called Skull.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
we played that.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
on
we
Board
played
Game
that
Arena too.
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah, and this one was a blast and a big hit amongst everybody, as well. And this one just came back into stock this holiday season as well. A lot
That's
of people,
awesome.
a lot of people really enjoy that one. Skull is just this game of coasters, really, and you're playing them face down. That's either going to be a skull or a rose, and then eventually somebody's going to say, "Hey, I think I can flip over 4 coasters and not reveal a skull." And then next way, I think I can flip over 5 coasters and not reveal a skull. And you kind of like have this back and forth until you finally start flipping them over. And if you can win 2 of those bids, you win the game. It's really silly fun like that. And you're really trying to say, oh, okay, do they have a skull? Do they really play a skull? Did they really do it?
Yeah. Did they play a skull and say that they could flip over that many to lure me? You know,
yeah.
It
Nice
is so
bluffing
interesting.
fun. Nice bluffing
Yeah.
fun.
We played that this summer when we went to Portland and we visited Chris and his family from Board Game Hot
Okay.
Takes. So he taught it to us and it was fun. It was really good.
it was fun. I was not good at bluffing. That's okay.
The game I'm absolutely
Well,
terrible at bluffing is cockroach poker. I suck at that game.
I've
I
never
haven't
heard of
played
that.
it. I know. Doesn't Ryan Espen love that game?
I think he does. I'm trying to
I feel
think
like he
now.
loves that.
It's one of them that really likes that game. And you have to have, you don't need to know anything about poker. I have actually no idea why poker's in the name. It's just a pure bluffing game where you're just trying to pass around these silly little like insect creatures and just trying to tell people, Riley, this card is a rat. And Riley either has to accept that I'm telling him the truth or that I'm lying and either call my bluff or not type thing.
Yeah.
It's really ridiculous fun. You have to have a good group in order to play that one because it just gets a lot of it gets really
Dan.
silly.
Hi, Dan. Dan seems really excited for cockroach poker here.
Oh, yes. Hey, Dan. Dan's in the chat here. He's in Cockroach Poker. And hello, everybody. Yeah, hello, Dan. Welcome to the chat once again. Yeah, we're just kind of giving our little brief update of what we kind of played over the holiday season. Did you guys get anything else?
I know we did.
I played Original Azul for the first time,
Oh yeah.
like on Christmas.
Yeah.
That was fun. I liked that.
Azul has
Yeah,
always been fun.
We've played Summer Pavilion quite a few times. We love that one. I don't know if I asked you which you like more. After you only got one play of Azul, but
Yeah, I lost really badly for my first time, but I still enjoyed it. I don't know. I think I'd have to play Summer Pavilion again and the original so I can get like a fresh comparison.
yeah. I remember my first. It's one of those games I feel like where the first time, even you listen to the teach or you read the rules, whatever, and then you start playing it, and then at some point during that game it clicks. But at that point you're like, oh, I've made a lot of mistakes at the beginning of this game that cost me, double-digit points. So, yeah, it's definitely better each time you play it, I think.
Oh yeah, definitely. There's times where you start knowing what kind of like, depending on what tiles come on out, you kind of know what you kind of need to aim for. You kind of maybe predict what kind of tiles will be coming out in the next round after that, based on what came out this round and what's come out already. When you start tile counting.
Yeah, right. We definitely were doing that of like, okay, the snowflakes seem like really heavy this round, so don't put them in an unfinished row because
chances are you're not going to be able to finish it off. Yep.
Yeah. And then yesterday we continued our play. It had been a couple months, I feel like, since we played Artisans of Splendid Vale. We've been playing that.
Yeah. I really like that.
Yeah. It's just so cute. The art's great. The writing in it is so fun and good. And Nikki Valens just topped themselves there. I feel like masterpiece.
Yeah. Not everything they touch seems to turn to gold.
Yeah.
And this one doesn't sound like it's any exception to it, because I've had my eye on that one and I'm kind of waiting for it to come back into print, or if I ever get a chance to snag a used copy or something like that sometime down the line, might be the way that I go with it, because I missed out on the first round of it here, but I'm sure some people will play through it and feel like, okay, they got their experience out of it, and maybe I might be able to pick up a used copy around here somewhere.
Oh, although I don't know. No, it's got stickers and everything, right? And you write on the map. I just realized that. Yeah.
Oh, I did not realize.
So I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't realize that when we first started playing, because I thought that it was more replayable, like that it had a resettable campaign.
Maybe I'm thinking of a different game then, because I definitely thought that one was resettable. But anyways, I thought it's one that I have my eye on.
It's like pencil. You could erase some of it, I guess.
Oh yeah, the map. I feel like you could do that, but the stickers, right? Like when
that's true.
Yeah, when you level up like weapons or something, or like my guy has a piece. I got injured, and so I have like a piece of me that's I put a sticker of an injury on there.
Oh, that's kind of cool. I like that.
Yeah, and so it's like something on me is like cracked, like armor type thing. I don't want to spoil anything, but just the general thing of that, like,
right.
So it doesn't actually affect any gameplay at that. After a certain point, I guess, but it's still there to remind you that you were the one that suffered.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's so cute, so good. I definitely recommend it. I see it on sale every once in a while, I think.
Okay.
But that's in the US, so I don't know though if maybe it's a little less available up there.
Everything's weird in Canada. We all know that. Canada is just a weird place for gaming. We get our Kickstarters so freaking later than everybody else. It's not even funny. I was just in the Tabletop Express Discord channel just before this, and I was joking with Brian Chandler because we got a picture of somebody got their Astro Knights Kickstarter expansion set just came in the mail. And Brian was like, "Ooh, I can't wait for it to come." And I'm like, "Don't worry, Brian. Even if you didn't back the Kickstarter, you're still going to get it before me because I live in Canada." type thing, because that's just how that always rolls.
You and we've backed quite a few games, like same games, and there's been a couple of times where you've beaten me. You've got it first, and
it hasn't happened very often.
Yeah, it doesn't happen often, and that's why I feel like it's cool, because I'm like, oh, cool, Ryan got it first, but it feels a little more insulting to me. Like, okay, well, why haven't I got this?
Yeah. Oh, definitely. I like when I talk to other Canadian content creators, and we always see that US people get their products like months ahead of us. Like,
yeah.
They get it out there on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram months before we even get a chance to even take a look at the thing. So
yeah.
Oh well, it's whatever. We're Canadian.
I feel like it's the same thing with Australia. Sometimes Australia gets it way before everybody, and then of course Asia.
Yeah, because they're produced like right there.
Yeah,
most of them are produced right there. Dan's just going, America. Oh, good times ahead. All right. Well, that's a little bit of an update of what's been going on around. Small little thing for people that maybe just be joining us too right now. And even Dan's in the chat here, stay tuned to your podcatchers tomorrow morning, because there is a brand new podcast that is being released tomorrow, and that is the Talking Tabletop podcast, produced by yours truly. And there is a whole bunch of content creators that have been contributing to that project I started putting together today. Dan actually being one of them submitted one of the segments here, so snuck that in on there, Dan. I said I was going to doing the final edits right after the stream tonight, and he said thank you for letting me just sneak one on in there. And then we got some other lovely people. Brian Chandler, like we just talked about, from Colorblind Games, is going to contribute a segment. We've got the guys from the Tabletop Express are in on there too. Alex from Meeple and the Moose is back on the channel. Danielle Chan is from there. Danielle is contributing. Norm is coming back for Cardboard Conjecture, is coming back in the near future here, and him got a segment in on the channel as well, and as well as the Meeple Dungeon. Rob and Anna Marie, who are also regulars on my channel every now and then. So, and then there's a whole bunch more that just didn't get in this time around, but you know what? In 2 weeks' time, they might just be, you might hear some other new voices. So the Talking Tabletop podcast launching tomorrow morning.
I kept thinking, congrats, I'm really excited, but also, ugh, because I was invited to do it, and I kept thinking, like, I'll do it when it gets closer so that it's more relevant, you know? And then it was holidays, and I was like, no way, I'm not getting it done during the holidays. Like, when do I have time?
Hence, Riley, I sent it out like 3 weeks ago.
I know. That's why I was like, I should have done it then, but I was like, oh, I'll wait so it's like a little bit closer. Mistake. I should have just done it like that day.
Classic Riley.
Classic high school student move there. You're gonna get late marks on this one now.
Yeah. Dang it. But
it's awesome.
Oh well.
It's okay. It's all,
we'll get in on future ones for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. With the plan is to do it bi-weekly, and yeah, just anybody can contribute a segment. Just let me know. Mr. Rau Gaming at gmail.com.
I love that it's not necessarily, because it's not, doesn't have to be content creators, right?
Nope.
So that's really cool. And then also, it doesn't have to be about a game. It could be a topic, or like, I thought that was such a cool, fun idea. So I'm really excited for you.
Yeah, I thought people, because there was always times in the old What You've Been Playing, because this is a spin-off of the What You've Been Playing Wednesday podcast that Norm would produce. And there was always, what have you been playing? And there was always people that were all like, well, I didn't get to play anything recently, and so I can't really. So I said, well, maybe if you didn't even actually have a time to play, but maybe you got some thoughts on something that's coming up or something, or maybe there's a crowdfunding campaign, or maybe you just really want to talk about something. So
yeah,
something along those lines. Oh, and so we got Tyler says he may be reaching out soon for that. Hey, that's awesome, Tyler. And Mike here is saying that Riley pulled a Bueller.
Yeah.
And Bueller.
Here I am at the parade.
That's awesome. All right. Well, that's lovely and dandy, and thank you for sharing all about your little bit of gaming that you got to do over the past little bit. But let's get some gaming going on right now, because I believe we arranged that we want to play a little game. I'm going to switch my screen on over here today. We're going to play a little game called Astra. And right now it's available on Board Game Arena. I don't know if you need to be a premium member to play Astra. I can't remember. Does it say?
I'll pull it up. Oh, it looks like it's standard.
Okay,
I think it used to be, and they must have moved it off of there.
Yeah, so Astra comes from the heavy crunchy game company referred to as Mindclash Games. But they just started, I think this was their very first publication. I don't know if they have any more in this line. but of a publication of kind of like some smaller, lighter-ish style of games. I don't know what they call. I don't know if they called it Mindclash Light or anything like that. But Mindclash Games produced this game called Astra, which they were touting as it was going to be like a smaller game that they're like, other than like this great big gigantic box I have behind me, like Anachrony. It wasn't going to be Anachrony size, but kind of like a small card game size thing. I don't even know what I'm trying to explain here at this time, but so this is what they came up with. And I had mentioned to Riley that I said, actually, you know what? I have never actually played this game before. And you had mentioned you and Kimmy actually enjoy this one. So I'll let you take it away on kind of like what's going on with Astra and what people are going to see us do in the very near future here.
Ooh, Kimmy, are you nervous that I'm going to ask you to do it?
Yes.
Do you want to do some of it?
No, you got
all
this.
of it.
You got it.
Oh my goodness. Okay, but jump in and correct me when I get
Okay.
something wrong. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. In Astra, you are observing the constellations. Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Done.
Done. That's it. I think you're actually, so it's like you're discovering the constellations. And so everybody is astronomer, I guess, and you're looking up at the stars. There's a set number of cards that have a constellation on it. Each one has a certain number of blank dots. Some of them have stars, and those will give you a bonus if you get the star one. Each one has a starting point. They're almost always impossible to do in like one turn. Some of them you can do like in 2 turns, but then what you're going to do is in the actual physical game, they're dry erase. Yeah, see on the picture, dry erase markers, or what are they called? Dry erase cards, right? And so you each get a color. And so if I was green and I wanted to do 3 stars on Ursa Major, I would start at the starting one, put 3 dots into the circles there, and then it would kind of finish my turn. The next person would go, and they could continue on from anywhere that's touching one of the dots. But if they finish it, they'll get that card, which has some sort of power ability that they can use when it designates. Some of them are like immediately, some of them are for this round or at the end of the turn. And then they also have points, but you only score the points if they're not used. But you can refresh them when you take a nap. I can't remember what it's called.
Resting.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, when you take a nap. So same thing. Did you close your eyes a little? I feel like this is a bad explanation. I did not.
No, I from what I had watched just this afternoon previously to this, I think you're nailing it.
Okay. Yeah. And then if I marked it and Kimmy had marked it, but Ryan was the one to finish it, even if he only put 1 dot on there, he finishes it, he gets the card. But the rest of the people that have any number of dots, starting at the highest number of dots, they get to go to the bottom of the card and choose one of these 4 benefits. And some of them might be points or a telescope. A telescope lets you take a second turn. Some might be that you get to increase your bag size so you can hold more stardust. Stardust is what you spend. So if you wanted to observe like 3 dots on a constellation, you need to spend 3 stardust. And then when you rest, you regain your stardust up to your bag limit. You can only have, there's also a card limit that you'll increase when you hit those, like, I forget what were they called? Shining stars, critical star.
Oh, major stars.
Major stars.
Major stars. Because the dots are actually stars that you're discovering.
Yeah, like
And
you're
then
discovering
there's
the
major
star.
stars.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much the gist. Everybody starts off with a card that's secret, and there's 4 different elements, right? You've got earth, wind, fire, water.
Yeah.
Right. That's the Avatar stuff, right?
Yep. Yep.
And so there'll be bonuses. So like, their scoring card is so interesting to me because it's got rows and columns, and it'll be like if you complete a row, you get a bunch of points. I think that's the most points if you complete rows. But then columns, and a row would be like, so if I had 4 waters, but then the columns are how many of them you have. So you could do one of each and complete one column.
Yeah.
Or 2 of each and have 2 columns, and then maybe you have 2 more of water, and then you've got 1 row done. And so that to me is just really interesting. It was kind of tricky, and everybody starts off with 2 different starter elements checked off.
Yeah,
so
it's kind of like they're kind of it's a set collecting thing, trying to get lots of the sames and lots of difference. Kind of like I almost kind of think about when I was hearing it. If anybody had played the game called Seven Wonders, it's kind of like the science cards in Seven Wonders, where you get bonuses if you have a whole bunch of the same, but you also get bonuses if you get like 1 of each type thing. And that's how I kind of linked and then this just gives you a nice, neat little way to score it.
Yes.
In the end.
I see Mike says it's the only Mindclash he's never played and don't own. No solo.
And
does it not have a solo?
I had just read.
I think there might be.
There is a solo mode for Astra. It is not printed in the rule book, though. You have to go to Mindclash's website and get the PDF for the solo mode.
Hey, there's Brian. We were talking about you earlier, Brian.
Oh, Brian just in the chat here. Hey, Brian. Yeah, his ears must have been burning because he was a hot topic just not too long ago. Mr. Podcast Man himself.
I think that's kind of the gist of it. I'm
Perfect.
sure maybe a mess there, but it'll make sense hopefully as we go,
Yeah.
We're a little rusty on it.
It's all good because I've never played it. So this will be kind of like getting back into Astra and a first time play of Astra. And there's Mike here saying, Mr. Rau, spending my money. That's what I do to other people. That's what I do to other people. Exactly. That's why people tune in here, is why they just want to spend their money.
Yeah. And it was an interesting one for Kimmy, right? Because I felt like I told her like, oh, Mindclash Games, I'm really interested in that because they did Anachrony, and I love Anachrony, but she sat there while I played Anachrony. She didn't want to play with us. And so I think she had a little bit of a hesitancy, and I read up on it a lot more and was like, okay, yeah. It's not like Anachrony at all. This is supposed to be like our tops game, It does take, I think on 2-player we get a little, maybe like an hour 20 in person. Obviously, online I think it'll be a lot faster.
Yeah, they're touting online here 30 because there's so many cards that you have to play through until the end game gets triggered.
Yes,
and so there'll be a couple more cards in a 3-player game than there will be in a 2-player game. But I think this is just gonna flow just fine. I've invited Kimmy and Riley to the game here, and so I think we are going to start it up. Ready to go?
I hope so.
Place your bets now, folks.
Do you usually win? Do I usually win? I don't know on this one.
I think it just depends.
Well, whenever Riley comes on stream, he usually ends up winning somehow.
He tends to do that. It's all that time he takes during his turn.
We do always look at this time taken, and after we stream, and I am always the longest.
You are usually one of the longest, and you also spend the longest because you have to take an hour turn in Lost Ruins of Arnak.
Oh yeah,
because you just keep going for days and days and days. I'm gonna see if I can just kind of zoom in on the stream here so that people can maybe see these a little bit better.
Yeah, this is kind of an we've only played this on our phone. It is out. Sorry, Astra, BGA, Mindclash Games, whoever did it. is not great on the phone.
It's not
'Cause
good on a
tapping
phone.
Yeah, trying to tap a star is a pain.
Oh, yeah. I guess with your finger, that would
Yeah.
be really, really thing. Okay, and then I do realize that our faces are covering up our player boards on the right-hand side of the thing here. I wonder if I can just do this on a second column. Is that going to make anything? Well, that does a little bit for us on the screen here.
Oh, there you go.
All right. And so it says it is Kimmy's turn. And
Kimmy, if the writing's too small, you can also just highlight. If you hover over a card, it'll embiggen it.
Embiggen it?
Mm-hmm.
is that what? Enlarge?
Yeah. I like saying that's I think it's a Miss Marvel Miss Marvel thing
Oh my goodness.
in the comic books. I just
Oh, you did forget to say that each constellation has its own power.
Oh yeah, yes.
Oh yeah,
each
so
one
Canis
has
Major here. Yeah, so if you're the person who owns that card, if you're the person that owns that card, you get have that ability to activate for your turn.
But sometimes you may not want to activate the ability because you can see like Canis Major is worth 2 points.
Mm-hmm.
On the top right, it says there. But if you use its power and it's exhausted at the end of the game, you don't get those 2 points.
Right, but there's ways to unexhaust them.
Yeah, and you can. Oh, you can't see it on yours, but if you scroll down just a little bit below my player card.
Oh, right there it is.
Yeah, there's this wheel, and so right now it's on mountains. So if I took a rest and I had used a mountain card, then I would get to refresh all of my mountain cards.
That's the way that works.
Yep, and then after you've rested, which is it? You refresh the one it's on, right? And then it rotates to the one on the right, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Or clockwise. And then you can see between water and fire, there's a discard one. So when we cross from the water to the fire one, we're going to discard the top card from the constellation deck. So ending the game a little bit sooner.
Yeah, and it says here that there are 18 cards until the game is ended.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay.
Sweet.
Going to go.
Awesome.
You go, girl. You got this.
Dan's voting for Kimmy.
Oh, don't do that.
I think
That's very nice.
So Ryan, what was your last game of 2023 and your first game of 2024?
My last game of 2023, I believe, was a game of Ingenious with my wife and my oldest son. Ingenious is a Reiner Knizia game where it's kind of like tile laying, but as soon as you lay tiles, you kind of see what symbols are kind of connected, and you kind of get points for how many symbols are connected in a straight line based on the tile that you placed. And yeah, you kind of do that until the whole board fills up, and your score is going to be whichever one you scored the least in. And I think there's like 6 different symbols or colors depending on how you want to do it. And it's really, really neat. I think I was talking to you about this one offline a little bit, and I think this is a Riley style game. It's very much a Riley game. I think you.
What is it called again?
Ingenious.
Ingenious. That's right. Okay.
Yeah, and it's an older one. I think it came out in like either the late 90s or the early 2000s. Is how long it's been around for. Yeah, it's really, really good. Okay, so I know I can get to click on a star to observe it, or I can rest. Well, I think I'm going to have to. And how much? Okay, it looks like I'm starting with 8 Stardust, which means I can click up to 8 thingamajiggers, right?
Yeah, but they need to be consecutive. You can't go backwards once you've put one.
Okay, so I see here that how you've like these green ones here.
Yeah.
Can I click this one on Hercules's knee, but then also kind of come up to like his chin and bicep?
Yes.
Would I be able to do that? So I could actually click. How come I can't? Why am I not clicking?
Yeah.
That has to be touching one that I've placed.
Oh, one of you play. Okay, never mind.
Oh, that's
Riley's
right.
over
Yeah.
there. Oh, he went Pegasus.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's highlighting what I can click on. Okay, I see. I understand now. Maybe.
I thought you were talking about, yeah, I didn't see the knee there, the little one that's sticking out. So, yeah, the thigh. You could start at the thigh and then work your way up towards the hand, but you're not going to be able to finish that one. You did finish Pegasus.
I did finish Pegasus. So, and
So we have our
Pegasus'
first
ability
card.
here says this turn, if you only marked common stars without discovering a constellation, I get to regain all of the stardust that I've spent. That sounds really good.
That is really good.
That is, yeah. So, for example, if you used it this turn, you would have gained all of yours back, those 3.
Right.
Oh, wait, no, that no, yeah, they're...
It's harder to
last one is
see.
this one.
I think the last one may have been a... No, I think all 3 of those were common.
Okay.
The non-common
Yeah.
ones are kind of like these really super, you can kind of see it on Canis Major. There's like these really bright, shining spots.
Yeah.
And so we're going to keep doing this. We're just going to kind of keep filling in cards and hopefully get some sort of combos going. I'm assuming this game lends itself to really good combo building with some of the card abilities. Possibly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. Because you can use as many as you want
Mm.
at the start of your turn.
Oh, I missed this one too. It looked like Tyler here says, I forgot to reply to Riley on Blue Sky with my last game of 2023 and completely got my first game wrong. My last of 2023 was Secret Hitler, and the first was Rolling Realms. I forgot to reply with what my first game was. My first game of 2023 was Ticket to Ride First Journey with my youngest son.
Oh,
Which we are trying to get him into, because he really, really, really wants to play games. But when he gets going into games, his attention span is that of a waffle, that it just like is like non-existent. So then he gets really bored really easily. And we found that Ticket to Ride was just that Ticket to Ride Junior version was just the right amount for him.
nice. That's perfect. We haven't played Ticket to Ride for a while, but we're really excited about the Legacy one. Need to go pick it up.
Yeah. Okay, I think I'm going to do this. I'm going to go 1. Oh,
Mike
can't.
said that his first and last game. Were you playing it through midnight? Lords of Ragnarok. Lords of Ragnarok is the first one, right? Not the second one? What do I have one of them. My friend gave me his. Where is it?
Oh,
right
wait.
Lords. Yeah, I have Lords of Ragnarok. That's the one Chris gave us. But I haven't gotten it played yet.
I'm using Pegasus's ability here today. So I'm going to fill in the horns on Taurus. And since I'm using Pegasus's ability, I am going to get all 5 of those Stardust back.
Ooh, look at you go.
It's almost like I knew what I was doing. Whoa. Okay, wait. That came back around to my turn really fast. Did you both rest?
We had to because we were out of Stardust.
Ah. Okay.
And we don't have any cards, so we couldn't use any cards.
And you weren't super special like me. And
Yeah.
No.
Got it. And so now Pegasus will only refresh for me when this thingamajigger down here is on the wind space when I take the rest action.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I have to really pay attention to which space that's on.
Yeah, like sometimes you might rest earlier than you normally would just so that you could get it back.
Mm-hmm.
But most of the time I feel like I don't worry too much about
Oh,
it.
Taurus.
I don't know.
Taurus has got the exact same Pegasus ability. If you only marked common stars
Yes.
without this. Wow.
So that's one of the things is that each element, so there's 4 elements and each one has like the Pegasus ability, there's going to be a earth, fire, and water with that same ability.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh.
But they're not all going to get used because that pile of, what do we have, 18 cards left? There's like 40 something cards, I think.
Wow. Okay.
And so you split the deck depending on where it is. And once we get to that 18th card, we still reveal cards beyond that. But yeah.
And now there's something special about marking one of these like major stars. You get something on your player board. Is that these wisdom track things?
Yeah, and that'll increase your hand limit. So you can see my hand limit is at 3. Kimmy's is at 3 as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
And yours is just shy.
Right. Okay. Okay, yeah. So every wisdom, one of those major stars, you get to check off one thing, and so then all right.
Ooh, somebody
Okay, so
selecting
Kimmy, so then I get to click. I'm going to take 4 points, 6 stardust, my stardust bag increase, or a couple wisdom points. Interesting. Have you found any boons particularly more interesting than others?
For me, especially early game, I think bag boosting. Like, because then you'll have, when you refill, you'll go up to 6 at this point. So filling that up, you'll start getting 7 after you rest.
Now, if I take 6 stardust, do I get 8, or does it only just go up to my bag limit?
Up to your bag limit, yeah.
Wow. Okay.
There are some, I think. There's a card that lets you, you rotate it or you exhaust it to get.
And you can go above.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, some other people have been chiming in on the first conversation here. Mike here looks like it says, oh yeah, his last and first were Lords of Ragnarok, which we were just talking about. He mentioned here, it says second one, and yes, I was learning it through the transition. Wow. Dan here says last was Chameleons and first was Dungeons and Dragons Onslaught.
Chameleons is a fun party one. I've played that with my family, but I'm really curious about D&D Onslaught, right? Because there's like the D&D board games, and some of them I feel like are really good. And Onslaught is it like mini wargaming almost? I'm not sure where that lines up. Let me know, Dan. And then Brian. Okay, his was Great Western Trail for your finale, and then your first was Turing Machine.
Nice. I really, really enjoyed Turing Machine. I feel like it was the deduction puzzle game that was made especially for me. Like they had Ryan Rau in their thoughts when they were designing that game, because I'm a mathematics major at the University of Saskatchewan, computer science minor. So everything about that game just screams things that I enjoy.
Nice.
I just really, really enjoy the deduction and the old school punch cardy computer thingamajigger that it represents.
The first time I heard about it was from you, because you had been playing it.
I played it a ton at the very beginning of 2023.
Yeah.
Actually, I looked through the months of January and February. I think I played it like something like 30, 40 times. And then I think I put it away for a while, and I don't think I played it since.
Oh, boy. It happens.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Oh, what's Dan saying here? He says it's a 2-player competitive skirmish game. Each player is in control of 5-person party, and they run through scenarios. Interesting.
Skirmish is what I meant, not wargaming. But there's what is that? Warhammer has strike teams. I think that's why I was thinking of that.
Okay.
Warhammer, wargaming. It's not the same, though. Nice.
Whoa.
Are you new to it? Do you like it? I'm curious to hear thoughts on this. Oh, I have to choose a boon as well, so don't get too distracted, Riley. Telescopes are also a really great boon to grab.
You said that they allow you to take another turn, right?
Another observe action.
Another observe.
Yeah.
Sorry, an observe, not like a observe and a rest, but like two observes. Got it. Looks like Oh wait, I did get some Stardust back. How did I get Stardust back?
It probably made you rest.
Oh, did it do an automatic rest for me?
Yeah, I think
because that would be awesome if it did.
Doing. Yeah.
Because I don't pay attention to things like that.
That's smart. I like that a lot because there's a lot of times when we've played in person and it's kind of like, okay, we'll wait for you to take your rest turn. Like they'll like look at it and be like, well, I don't have anything, but is there anything else we can? No, you can't do anything else.
Yeah.
Just automatically do it for you.
Mike, he says here, my son has the same credentials, Ryan. I don't hear that combo often. Very nice. Oh yeah. I have a weird combination of things that I studied when I went to university. Mathematics was my major. And then I have computer science as my minor, as well as like I'm enjoying these constellation things because Greek mythology was actually another minor that I just liked reading about all the stories, and so that's kind of why I went that route. So I have a little bit of that background as well. But computer science and mathematics were my two passions. Hence why I kind of like really gravitated towards board games, because I am totally that mindset of being able to follow a set of instructions and being able to execute what those instructions are trying to tell us.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Must choose a boon. Well, I'll take a...
Dan said, new to the game, but not new to D&D. Played the intro scenario twice, hoping to get to tougher scenarios soon. Enjoying it so far. Scratches the combat itch of a D&D session. Nice. Yeah. Does it feel very D&D like? I guess I don't know how that works necessarily with that. And is there any not role play necessarily aspects, but is there a narrative aspect at all of making choices that could affect what's going on in the game? I guess I don't know.
And Vincent's joining us. Welcome, Vincent. He is a regular on the Mr. Rau Gaming chat streams. Welcome, Vincent. Hopefully you've had a very Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. And Happy New Year to you, too. And Happy New Year to everybody that has joined us so far in the chat and observing us. I get to refresh. I could refresh a card.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
That's a spicy meatball. I'll do that one. Reactivate. Yeah, there we go.
There's a good chance that you're going to be the one to rest next, probably, I'm guessing.
I could have... Because I could have taken I should have paid attention because I could have taken a rest action and... Because it was on the wind.
But you only have 2 gems. Well, it depends on how many gems Kimmy's going to spend. Or Stardust. Whatever it's called.
And I can already see that there's already 12. So we've already ran through like 6 cards.
Yeah.
Kimmy is claiming cards like crazy.
Like they're going out of style.
Because it looks like she scored 5 points so far to our 0s.
I took 5 points from a boon.
Oh
yeah.
So that's my strategy. That's what I like to do because I'm a little more impulsive and a little more impatient than Riley.
Love it.
Yeah, she does love to go for the for the points.
Okay, what is Draco here? I like the sound of Draco. Mark 1 star on 3 different ends. Oh, okay. That's interesting, but I only have a couple of things left to spend. So why not? You don't get any points along this wisdom track. It's just how many cards you're allowed to have completed in front of you, right?
You do get points at the end for your bag limit and
Oh yeah.
your wisdom
Oh, okay.
tracker. I
Yeah.
can't remember exactly what the point.
It's the
system is?
value.
Oh,
It's
okay.
so yeah. So if you've reached that 3 or you're about to reach the 4, right, on your
Mhm.
wisdom track. So you'll get 4 points at the end of the game. Your bag right now, you'll get 6 points at the end of the game.
Okay, got it. Okay. And the only way to increase that bag limit is to select the boon?
Yeah, that's gonna be the biggest way. Occasionally there will be cards that will give you
Okay,
those bonuses as well.
got it.
Uh,
Got it.
oh.
Okay.
Oh no. Oh no.
Here comes an epic Riley 30-minute turn.
Oh
No.
no.
I only have one Stardust.
Oh, I see.
Oh wait, I can spend Hercules. There we go. That's what I'll do. Because I wanted Lupus.
Hercules.
Oh man. Might as well get. Wait, no, I am on that one. Can I cancel one? Ugh, it cancels the whole thing. Grr. Okay.
Redo the whole turn, Riley.
I know. That's not what I wanted to do.
I am just going to also just go back because I want to make sure that I didn't lead Mike astray here, but I think that Mindclash Games, I'm just going to do Mindclash Games Astra solo mode.
I thought it did because there's a, what do they call it? Even when you play 2-player, they have like an Automa type, the Dreamer.
So the first thing that came up here was standalone solo mode and storybook for Astra. And it goes right to the Mindclash Games website. It says download the solo rules and download the Myths of the Night Sky as well.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that.
There we go. So there are solo rules right there on Mindclash's website. And where are we currently? Oh, Riley's going to be taking a rest action next.
Yeah, no matter what.
I'm just going to rest right now.
I only have one Stardust.
If
You
you
could
rest
rest
right,
as
if you
well,
rest
right?
right now, he give Riley the ability to untap his Hercules card.
Oh, that's true. You could use your Aries to gain 3 more Stardust and then keep playing. You'd have 4, right?
Yes. I
You
can't
could
remember.
do all of yours.
Oh wow, she can get 3, 4, 5. And then if she only marks common stars, she gets the Stardust back.
Which on Iridinus, I don't know how do you say that? You would get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You could mark all 6 and get them back. That would be crazy. What were you saying? You can't remember what, hun?
How many cards like I can have? So like my wisdom track, I've marked off the 4th one. Does that mean I can have 4 cards?
Yes.
Yes.
Right now? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't like exhausting cards.
I know you don't.
But it's still quite
You
limited.
usually wait.
There's 11 cards to the game end. There's probably a good chance you can untap some of those.
From a strategy point, I'm going to have to rest, and that will put it on the fire. So if you use your Aries, then next turn you'll have to rest, and you'll be able to immediately get your Aries back.
No, because it's on water right now.
But I'll rest, and it'll go to fire by your next turn. Does that make sense?
Because I won't be resting.
Yeah, he just rested.
Okay. Tap. I'm trusting you.
This is how I win games, is I give her bad info.
Folks,
Terrible.
Riley's behavior is not condoned by Mr. Rau Gaming in any form whatsoever. Do not lead the people at your table astray on purpose. You can do it accidentally, like I do all the time.
Yeah, accidents are fine.
Accidents are fine. What does Dan say here? He says, as of now, no real role-playing opportunities in the game. Very tactical. Monsters are also used so they give you good choices of attacking them or other party, or going for scenario victory points.
Oh, so there is like, I mean, that makes sense. You were talking about like a scenario, different scenarios. So, which I kind of imagine like Joan of Arc, if anybody's played Joan of Arc. Did you shake your head no, Kimmy?
Yeah, I've never played that.
Didn't you come over to Danny's once and we played it? Didn't you, like, you were on my team type of thing? Maybe not.
I don't think so.
Probably not.
Bada bing, bada boom. Okay, and then Vincent here looks like he's saying, I presume y'all got or received maybe some new games in the Christmas season. Which ones are you the most eager to get to the table?
It's a good question.
I didn't get anything as a gift or receive anything because my wife tells me that I'm a grown-ass man and I can buy my own things. And that she has no inclination of going into either our game stores, and because she has no idea what she's looking for. So, but I did do some Boxing Day shopping, and where is it? One that I really want to get to the table is this one. It's the Grand Austria Hotel roll and write game called High Score. Grand Austria Hotel is one of my favorite games, and they tout this as a roll and write version with great big giant dry erase boards. Instead of having papers, they just have big dry erase boards. So I'm very interested in seeing how that one plays out.
I didn't even know it had a, different version.
It just came out. All right, what am I doing now?
I think I got Psylocke and X-23 for Marvel Champions.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So excited to play those. Kimmy, did you get any games?
I did not get any games. Did I? No, I didn't.
No.
What else did I pick up that day? I picked up... there was just like little small things that I picked up. And I have no idea where I've put them. Or maybe they might be in the other room. Oh, geez. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I got my... I got some more booster boxes for Disney Lorcana. Because because my game store finally got a whole bunch in. And that they were actually the Boxing Day sale actually applied to those booster boxes too. So I managed to pick some up at a reasonable price. So I'm kind of waiting to open those up.
Very nice.
My son really likes Lorcana. I think he's starting to like it more than Pokemon, which is saying a lot because he really enjoys Pokemon.
That's really cool. But I don't know. I can't get into it. I just can't jump into it. Otherwise, that'll just be a lot more money.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like that's the nice thing about Marvel Champions and Arkham Horror, right? There might be a lot of stuff now at this point, but at least it's just a set number of things, and I can't be like, whoa, maybe I should just buy. Oh, what? It's in stock. I should just buy it here, right?
Mhm.
Like,
That's right. That's right. All right. Okay, so I just claimed myself a new constellation, Canis Major. So now I can, if I want to, I can start on any common star.
Nice.
All right. I got to get on some of these other cards because you two seem to be filling up other cards on me.
we're sneaking up.
You are sneaky because I see here Riley's kind of going the diversity route of getting some of each. Kimmy's got a couple mountains and a fire. I've got a mountain and a wind. I'm trying to see, where does it show you your starting? How do I know which one's my starting scorecard? Like which ones I have checked off?
Yeah, so I was looking at that. I think it'll have a plus next to the number.
So the ones that I have plus signs beside?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so, yeah.
If I'm reading that right. There should be 2 that have a plus.
Yes.
But it doesn't, so it might be 0 plus.
Okay.
As far as I understand it. I don't know though for sure.
Okay.
Oh shoot, I forgot to end my turn. Sorry. Got
Oh my
distracted.
goodness.
This is what happens.
This is why he can't take me out in public.
Doesn't finish his turns.
Yeah. Oh, Dan was asking you, Kimmy, what are your favorite games?
Oh. Board
Tough
games?
question.
Just any games or just board games?
I mean, probably board games since we're playing board games.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense.
But it can be anything really.
Yeah, Red Rover, Freeze Tag.
That's dangerous. I really like Ticket to Ride, but I get a little too competitive to the point where it's not fun for me. But I do still enjoy it a little bit. I really like Astra. I like Viticulture World. I like cooperative games. What else do I like? I know there's more.
Yeah, I'm like kind of looking behind me, trying to think of ones. Oh, you love Cthulhu Death May Die.
Okay, well, it seems like it's going to end, but it just keeps going.
He died. Oh, wait, there's another stage. He died. Oh, no, there's another stage.
Yes, exactly. And the last time we played, I was doing really well, and Riley was doing very poorly.
Well, I wasn't doing poorly, but you were definitely the heavy hitter. Like you were doing the most amount of damage to the old one, the elder god, whatever it is, the ancient one.
I don't know. The big thing.
Which I think
the big fella.
I think this year, I think a whole bunch more Cthulhu Death May Die may be showing up at our doorsteps this year.
Yeah.
I think it has the potential.
I think they just did a update this week that was saying that they're almost like finished with the rule book.
Oh, nice.
That they might be shipping out somewhat soon. Or getting on containers, right? Not shipping necessarily, but...
Right.
I was going through the chat, and Mike said I got a 4x4 calyx for Xmas, and I thought that he was saying that he filled a 4x4 calyx with his games. Just for a split second, I was like, whoa, that's a lot of games. But a 4x4 calyx is also just awesome to get. So,
well, he built and set it up that day and filled it with games that day. You're a machine, Mike. I remember building my calyx and I needed to take a nap afterwards because that thing took forever.
Yeah, I've got my 2 here.
I was also doing it like by myself at the time too. I'm going to go Kimmy's route here. I'm going to take some points as a boon.
Oh, I'm still at 0. I really should.
So increasing the bag limit would be fun. You've got 12 Stardust? Holy smokes.
Yeah, I used my lupus to rest when I was full stars because I figured, why not?
And you can
Hey, why
exceed your
not?
bag limit. Wow.
Yeah.
Seems really, really good.
And 3 telescopes. Oh man.
I do. I know I could probably get a few things here, but my limit's only 4 right now. Unless I do this.
Oh.
Oh, here we go.
Unless
if I do this. Unless if I do this. Oh, la-di-da. It's like, I play games, and I know how to do these things.
I'm just playing
now
for
I'm just
fun.
showing off.
I'm just going to try to catch up with the chat here a little bit here. Tyler, looks like he says, I ended up getting Earth and Next Station Tokyo, but purchased Final Girl series, 1 film, and Warp's Edge. Wow, that's a lot. A lot of good stuff in there, though. Warp's Edge is one of my favorites. I like that one a lot. It's a solo-only Renegade game. It's really fun. Bag builder.
Wait, which one was it?
Warp's Edge. It's kind of like
Can't
your.
think of it.
It's kind of it's got a sci-fi space theme, where it's kind of like that. Is it Edge of Tomorrow type thing where it's like you go in, you battle, but you die, but then you go right back to the beginning, and everything's kind of like reset, and you kind of go battling with a little bit of knowledge, but then you die again, and then you kind of go back to the beginning of the battle. You have some knowledge, you've gained some experience, and you go back and you try to beat up a big boss by the end, and try to accomplish it within a first however many rounds it is. It's kind of neat.
That sounds interesting.
And it's a bag builder.
We love bag builders, right? Bag builders are fun.
Vincent was here saying, is there some type of games that you like less than others? I don't know if that's just a general question, but yes, auctions.
Oh, really?
I can't stand auctions because even though I am mathematical and blah, 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 I'm terrible at evaluating what something's worth. Absolutely terrible. I will do a bid in an auction game and everybody will be like, really? Why would you do that? I'm like, I don't know.
Made sense to me.
Made sense to me at that time. Yeah, so.
I can understand that.
Yeah.
I don't play a lot of auction games, and I wonder if it's for that same reason.
I guess also
the
at the
stress.
same I guess it's the same time it's trading. Even though like some games I do enjoy like that have trading in them, but I'm absolutely terrible at, and it's for the exact same reason. I have no idea if it was a good trade or if it was a bad trade or. I don't know if I'm getting had or anything like that. Like in the context of a game, I know what things are worth in real life. Like if I'm trading Pokemon cards or something like that, I can do that because I can look up what something is worth. I have no idea what my actions are worth in the middle of the game. And I don't want to sit there forever and try to analyze this. Everybody's like, "Oh, Ryan's taking a half an hour Riley turn right now," and
what? I don't know what you're talking about.
Just because he's trying to figure out exactly what this thing is worth.
Who, me?
Yeah, so anything with like auctions or trading, but I guess if it's done properly, I don't even know what that would mean because I'm just terrible at those types of games. What can I try to get here? I don't even know.
I don't know if I can play or I don't know if I can say what it is, but I did play an auction game that might be coming to Kickstarter soonish. That I thought was really entertaining and really well done, because it wasn't necessarily like, I think it had, the elements of bluffing and a little bit of push your luck type stuff going on. So I don't think I was very good at it, but I had a lot of fun playing it. It was really entertaining.
Nice.
So hopefully there's something that'll pique your interest this year with that. Whatever it is, I don't know.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no.
Oh, Mike was saying here, it says, my son may be a math major, but I do irrigation for a living. I used to do that kind of work and have all the tools, so it makes it easier. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes it. I've never done any irrigation work.
Do you do irrigation like sprinklers, golf courses, farms?
That's
curious.
Yeah, because Riley, your area is something with...
I work with farms. Yeah. I help farms improve their soil health.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
And Dan said the term Riley turn is now canon.
I know. I was singing that last turn, and I made a mistake and had to reset, and I was like, oh, I almost don't want to because I've already taken such a long turn.
Is that what was happening?
Yes. Don't worry about it.
It's okay. Everybody can see it on the side screen there whenever you like restart your turn, and it's, oh no.
Yeah, I just hit reset again. Observe. All right, there's
observe. Oh my gosh. I don't even know. Do I have anything?
December was a crazy month for Kickstarters, I feel like. Well, and November and December. I feel like games that I've ordered over the last like 2 years just decided to arrive at that time.
Yeah, there seemed to be like a little bit of a backlog, and they all just kind of just started boom, boom, boom. They were all on the same boat, and they were all on the same last mile shipping container, and they all just kind of like. And I had a theory about that, because I think around, tail end of the pandemic and where shipping things were going through the roof, I remember talking or hearing some people talk about companies getting together and like not purchasing a container just for themselves, but sharing containers to fill up and try to make the most economical choice of trying to get their games across the seas. So instead of getting a container, filling up a container, all of them on their own, they would like go halvesies or something like that, or 3 companies go and get a third of a container each to get their stuff across. And I think that's kind of why we gonna get all these things kind of in waves, because they're all filling up the containers at the same time and then shipping them across, and they're all arriving around the same time. Just a theory. I don't know if it's actual fact, but
I could see that. Where were you can you read the chat, babe? Do you have that open?
No, I don't know what's happening in the chat.
Okay. Dan, this is such a me thing. Dan pointed out Riley turn, taking a long turn and then explaining why you are taking a long turn that makes your turn even longer.
That's so true.
We're going to save that one.
And sprinkle in some, forgot to click in my turn.
I am clicking and I'm saving this quote, Riley. I'm going to put this on a t-shirt. I'm going to make a special one of Mista Rau gaming t-shirt with this quote on it.
Yes.
The Riley turn.
Very special. I'm so glad.
Just to be known for
Literally
that.
just happened again for my turn. I clicked it and I was like going to the relax mode, and it's because I have the telescope. Again, I'm explaining, but I have the telescopes, and so when I hit observe, it doesn't end my turn because I could observe more. It's confusing me.
Of course, I'm taking the boon to reactivate 2 of my cards. That was awesome.
You got it, right?
Now what do I get to do here? 1, 2, 3. Oh, I can't. Oh, they just make them just right so that you can't always complete the card.
I know.
Oh, unless if you use one of your card abilities. And then you can.
Oh, and Mike said that he designs, installs, manages, and
Whoops.
maintains large residential and commercial systems for property management
Oop, I
company.
didn't want to use that one.
Wow.
I wanted to use this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I feel like a shovel's definitely the best way to do it. I've seen golf courses using big machinery and stuff to dig their water. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't think they need it. It seems like a waste because you can probably get like 3 guys to do it in a fraction of that time. Maybe I'm wrong though. I haven't installed it's been a year since I've done any irrigation.
Only on Mr. Rau Gaming can we talk about irrigation and board games at the same time.
Exactly.
You heard it here first. All right.
Let's see.
And also, you don't talk to Riley on his turn.
Otherwise, it'll never end.
It'll never end. That was Norm's old trick to get me distracted on a game. He would always, when I'm in the middle of a real thinky, crunchy turn, he would start asking me questions.
I'm very distractible. I get it.
Ooh.
And so now we are in Mike's world. He says irrigation and board games. That's what it is. And Tyler is saying, Kimmy seems like she's running away with this. The in-game points seem to be really piling up.
Yeah. End game, it could be anybody's game at this point.
Yeah. There's a good
I don't
chance
know.
I won't win.
It'll be interesting.
Let's just do that.
Where's the disc or the draw pile? Where's that at?
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Wait.
There we go.
We're at the end of the game. You were just looking at that, weren't you?
Shoot. Yeah. Oh.
Well, how about that, folks?
Kimmy did run away with it.
Kimmy smashed it. Just like that.
I did it.
51 to 38 to 29. At least I was semi-competitive.
Bravo.
Wow, that snuck up on it. I was going to say, I was going to check that too to see how many cards we had left in the draw pile, because it was depleting at a very alarming rate.
Yeah. I was like, I feel like we're probably within 2 or 3 cards because there are a lot of cards out there. But wow. Yeah.
Okay. And well, Kimmy had 6 mountain constellations. I'm just trying to see, no one got any water constellations. Wow. Okay. So yeah, with her 19,
I got 1 water constellation at the end, right?
Yeah, Kimmy's 19 in-game points kind of was like the big difference, I think.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Pouch size,
GG.
card limit, leftover stardust, marked stars, active constellations. Yeah, I had a couple that were exhausted, so I only got 2 points. Wow. All right. Okay,
I
that
feel
was
good about
snappy.
that.
Oh, wait. Okay. Oh, all right. Look at this. If you pull up the statistics on the time and everything, you have premium, right?
Yeah.
So
Oh,
this is the first time I have been the fastest. But I will also say that Kimmy waited about 3 minutes on her first turn because we
Right.
were talking. So
Oh yeah.
she would have been the fastest by far.
yes.
But we were close. Only a 14-second difference.
Well. Also, look at this stat. Stardust spent. Kimmy spent the least amount of Stardust
Oh my goodness.
out of any of us.
Huh.
She spent the least and yet ended up with the most.
How did you manage that?
My bag was also the smallest.
Yeah, you never upgraded
Yeah.
your bag.
Interesting.
Okay. Taking points might be the way to go rather than upgrading. Like just take points from the beginning maybe.
Just get a couple markings on some of those big boon points.
Yeah.
Well, there we go. That is a game of Astra from Mindclash
What did you
Games.
think?
I actually really enjoyed it. It was actually going by a little bit snappier. Now, I wasn't paying attention to a lot of like the card abilities right now. I was just kind of like clicking on things. I think I would have been paying attention more at the table and reading the cards more, I think.
Yeah.
But
When you have it on the table, you also see, because what you do is you have your draw pile, and you'll put one of the cards like skewed, and so you can see it getting closer and closer. And once you get to
Right.
that skewed card, it triggers the end game, and everybody gets one last turn. You finish that round and then do one more turn. But yeah, I don't even know where the draw pile was on this.
interesting.
But
Cool.
bravo. Yeah.
Bravo, Kimmy. Just
Thanks.
crushed it.
Yeah.
Awesome. Oh, okay. Tyler said he saw the big red game end has been triggered. I didn't actually see that at the top of the screen where it says the big green.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Oh
So the
my
game-
God.
Oh, I
the game-
didn't see it.
I didn't. Somebody else in the chat saw it. I guess we didn't. We were so hyper focused on other things.
Yeah. I
Riley's
was saying,
turn taking.
oh, okay. All right. Shots fired. I was trying to read the abilities and plan when I should do my rest.
Yeah.
It's just.
And
I
look
didn't
at
pay
this.
attention
And
to
then
the top.
Seth Gonzalez is just joining us in the chat right now. He says he just missed all the action.
Yeah, you did. It
Kimmy
was
just
fast.
came and just dominated right from the get-go.
What can I say?
Board games are our life. Oh, awesome.
I did not let you win either.
No,
Yeah, I thought I'd
literally
need more
had
help.
I literally had no idea what was going on for the first little bit. And then I was kind of cluing in, but then I was just like, oh my gosh, I don't understand how you folks are kept accumulating your cards so fast in the beginning. But maybe it's because I was filling up my cards, or I was spending as much Stardust as I could possibly do on turns, only leaving with a couple. Maybe that's it too, because Kimmy only had to spend like a couple Stardust at a time to finish off some cards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When
I never.
you,
Oh, sorry.
no, go ahead.
I think I only spent my whole bag of Stardust like twice.
Wow.
I usually saved some.
Ryan and I spent 48 Stardust and he spent 47. So we spent nearly the same amount. It's just crazy to me. That was common. Oh, look at that. It has common stars marked. You marked 29, Kimmy. I did 40. Ryan did 39.
Huh.
Like, whoa, that's crazy.
How many ground stars? Does it say?
You did 9. I did 12. Ryan did 8.
Wow. Okay. All right. So There might be something to explore with taking just the point boons instead of the whatever the other things you can do. Untap cards, increase bag sizes. Maybe just this time around. I don't know.
Yeah, I probably just got lucky.
No.
I don't usually have a solid strategy. That's Riley.
You did great. I thought you were
Pedal to
you
the
did
metal,
amazing.
just point and click. Pedal to the metal. Oh, look, there's a bunch of people already saying, like Dan here is saying, good game all. Excited to try his first game at this at some point. And Tyler is saying, I'd definitely be into playing this on Bear Game Arena. So
Just again, on mobile, it is so hard because tapping the stars for whatever reason. I think Kimmy said that once or twice she was like, I gave up and just chose a different card because I couldn't tap. It was so hard to tap the one I wanted.
Very picky.
Yeah.
yeah.
Or I just
So you need a larger screen. You either need a computer screen or probably even just like a tablet.
Oh yeah.
I wonder if a tablet would work better.
I wonder if the tablet would work or anything like that. But I could see that being very peculiar if you're trying to do it on a phone screen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unless if you have like one of those phones that's almost like a tablet. But isn't the trend in phones right now starting to get smaller again? Should we go smaller phones, or is it still phones getting bigger and bigger and bigger? I have no idea.
I think the newest Apple one stayed roughly the same size. Sorry. But I think I haven't paid attention very much. I'm at that point where I'm just like, my phone is working, it's great, and I just want to like pay it off and not have a phone, to
it's the
pay.
It's the car mentality. No, I'm just gonna drive this thing till it dies.
Yep.
It's where I'm at with my car at this current stage, and I'm just like, this thing better last me at least another 10 years, please.
I like that. Yeah. Do you have any board game related goals, Ryan?
Oh, for this upcoming year, board game related goals would probably be
anybody in the chat.
All my goals currently are, I think, just like the channel related in a sense. Like I want to at least one stream a month to be kind of like this with some guests on and playing some things online. I want at least one stream a month to do this. I do like this more than people just coming to watch me play something. I like interacting with other people, and people can see things. I want to get the podcast going and rolling, get people contributing to that and building up a community around the podcast and stuff like that. I want to keep my shelf of shame. I want to try to keep it like under 10 for like the year. Like right now it's sitting at about 15 games, and I would like to get it under 10 and then like try to keep it under 10 for the duration of the year.
I believe in you.
That's going to be very hard to do. I don't know what kind of I don't know what Kickstarters are going to be starting to like arrive this year.
Oh yeah.
What's the shelf of shame?
Oh, my shelf of shame are games that I own, are still in shrink wrap, and I haven't played yet.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, or some people may call them their shelf of opportunity, or their. But
I like to do opportunities so that I don't feel so bad.
Yeah, you don't feel so much shame. But yeah. So try to get that pile of games to get under 10, and then keep it under 10. Like play them as I'm getting them, type thing. Play them as I get them.
There was a couple games I got, and I got them played within the week, and I was like, this was so nice because I got it, I was excited to play it, and I did get it played, and it felt like it never hit that shelf of opportunity for me.
Tyler's saying, he says, I have a 10 by 10 challenge set up, so 10 games 10 times each that I set up. I have 2 plays of the 98 done so far, so
nice.
It's going to be mostly solo games, but hey, solo gaming is still gaming. It's what
absolutely.
So like 98% of my channel is solo gaming, so I totally understand what you're coming from. Seth here says he's trying to do a 10x5 challenge. So is that 10 games 5 times each? I would say so, or is that 10 plays of 5 games? One of the two.
Yeah. I'm guessing 10 games 5 times.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a good, because sometimes I feel like some games you don't need 10 plays of necessarily to have like a good amount of it, right?
I've seen people do 20 games 5 times each. That still gets that still gets you to the 100 plays.
Yeah, I thought about doing that last year. I haven't set up a 10 by 10 or anything this year. Maybe I will.
Seth confirmed 10 games 5 times.
Okay.
Vincent likes the word opportunity as well as Shane. Maybe I need to change my vocabulary, but I do like the opportunity thing. And Brian Chandler, +1 for solo.
Yeah. Solo's great.
Solo's the new YOLO. I'm just saying it. Oh my god.
There's some games I want to get played solo, I want to play them co-op. Like right now, Sleeping Gods you can see it right here, and I'm just like, oh, I just want to play it. And I could play it solo, but I want to play it with Kimmy. It's a campaign game.
We started it a while ago.
We started the first one. We need to finish the first one, really. So she's like,
yes, you do. Yes, you do. I have the second one, and I've still yet to start it.
Oh, I really liked it. But one of the things that I think the new one is supposed to do is kind of tighten up, refine the combat. Because the combat in the first one, we didn't play enough, I think, to at least get used to it or something. But it didn't feel as like natural or make as much sense. And so I heard they fixed this one up a little bit.
That's good to hear.
Yeah.
Oh, and it looks like Tyler's talking to Brian here. Says may have to message you on Discord to get the coin capsule link after getting the website. Coin
you
capsules.
Have those, right?
I have coin capsules. I have lots of coin capsules. Very inexpensive way to give your games kind of like a little premium finish or premium quality feel to them without actually having to spending an extortion amount of money on special coins or special tokens or anything like that. Yeah, coin capsules are a way to go.
Looks like Brian was saying One Stop Cool Shop podcast just did a review on that new Sleeping Gods. So was it favorable? I imagine so. Everybody loved the first one so much. And from what I hear, this one has some differences that I think just seem nicer overall.
Seem like a little bit better of an overall fit. Yeah. I've got the I did that one. I've got a few campaign games. I got a few campaign games that I need to get going on here. Like right behind my head here, I've got Lands of Galzir that I really, really, really want to try to get into. It's kind of like it's kind of like another like RPG-ish narrative style.
I don't think I've ever heard of that one. Have I? I'm gonna Google here.
Do a Google search on that one. It just looks really, really neat. Kind of like your Artisans of Splendid Vale type thing. It's like an RPG adventure storytelling type of game.
Oh yeah, okay. I saw this on social medias, people posting pictures.
Yeah,
because they have there's like the frog and with the bag and yeah.
Whoa!
Oh, not frog, salamander.
What is Vincent talking about here? Vincent says, and then you can move the capsules around when games are not being played. Do people actually put things into the capsules and then take them out of the capsules afterwards?
Yeah, they have to, right? But you do the same thing with your cards, don't you? Like sleeved cards when you play Marvel Champions or Arkham Horror, don't you like unsleeve and then sleeve your deck that you're going to play with? Is that not you? I thought you did that.
No, yes. And is this the exact same thing? Yes, this is.
But maybe even a little bit more work, I think.
I think the coin capsules would be more work.
You think the coin caps? I feel like the taking something out of a sleeve can be tricky, and
only
then lining it up.
Some of those coin capsules, the tokens are there really tight.
Oh, okay.
Not as tight as the sleeves are. And this segment of the stream is is sponsored by Safe Gaming. Make sure you put your coin capsules and sleeves on your cards. Practice safe gaming, everybody.
Brian corrected himself. When I read One Stop Cool Shop, I was like, I've never heard of that, but I feel like I should have, because it sounded like almost familiar. And then when he changed it to Co-op Shop, I was like,
oh, the One Stop Co-op Shop.
Co-op Shop. Yeah, I was like, oh my gosh, one word, one letter difference made me like not realize it. So that was kind of funny. Okay, so Brian agrees with you about the like capsules would be worse. All right, that's fair. I don't have any capsules yet. They were on my Christmas list.
Oh, were they?
Yeah, no, I'm just giving you a hard time, but I got so many other things. I've been getting like, you know, those bead containers. They're just little plastic containers for beads. So I've been buying those, and so that you can use them for pretty much any game component, so that you don't have to do like a Ziploc baggie and dump it on the table, or like try and pull stuff out of the Ziploc baggie. You just have the little bead container and pop it open, and it's ready to go.
Huh.
So I've loved that for upgrades, because that's like pretty much everything has like coins or resources or something, right, that you're gonna be able to store in those.
Interesting.
Oops. Was that you?
Yeah, my light just fell.
Oh.
No biggie.
No biggie. I won't put it back up.
One thing I did this past year were get the Chris was just talking about them in the Tabletop Express Discord channel, which everybody should join because it's an awesome community, and there's a link in the description of this video. But there is the photo card cases. They come with like the individual like little cases that you can put small card games into. And then it kind of fits it all together into like a nice little big trunk type thing. It's like, and the cases themselves actually fit onto like a calyx shelf or something like that. Or you can just grab these small little.
What?
I'm doing a very bad job of explaining this. They're like little clear cases. I think they're called a photo case. Oh gosh, I gotta try to find. They're commonly they're commonly found at Michael's. Michael's photo case. What are they called? Yeah. Photo and Craft Keeper by Simply Tidy. Gotta look at one of these because they're awesome for small box games.
Oh yeah, I've seen those. Do they fit cards in them? Can you fit like a deck of cards in those?
Oh yeah, easily. And I think they come with 24 or 16. I can't remember exactly the count that comes inside of one, but you can just like go do a whole bunch of just like small games and just boom, 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 put them all in there.
Yeah.
And then therefore, like, I did a whole bunch of games that had like really weird box shapes that they don't really fit on your shelf really that well, and just threw them into those things, and bada bing, bada boom, cleans up the shelf really nice. They're really nice and durable that you can just like throw them into like a bag or like a suitcase or anything like that and go traveling with them.
Yeah. I've thought about doing Marvel United with these.
Oh.
Just put you could have like a hero per box, I think, if it's a skinny enough box.
Yeah, you'd be able to put multiple heroes in the same thing. That's how much. Yeah. That's how spacious they are. Like you can pick a full deck of cards, 52 cards in those.
Vincent's saying 16 per box.
Okay, that sounds about right.
But I guess that just depends. You can probably get different thickness of them, right? Like, or maybe they're standard. Anyway, yeah.
And they come on sale like a lot.
Oh, never. Yeah, I'm gonna keep an eye out for ones on sale then. Yeah.
Yeah, they're on sale like all the time. You can get them for like $12 sometimes, or like less than $20 sometimes. And sometimes you can use like the Michael's coupons too, like the 40% offs or something like that.
Yeah, it's a good upgrade. Are there other upgrades that people love? Kimmy, do you like any upgrades?
I want to get the Lords of Waterdeep upgrades, like the coins.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Metal coins.
Yeah.
We kind of, our friends have it, and then you can't really find them as much anymore. But
Wonder what
I feel like
wonder what Tyler's talking about here. Says, anybody else see the Stonemeyer Champions email and get super excited for their YouTube chat tomorrow morning? I don't know what that is because I'm not a Stonemeyer champion, so I would not have seen the email. But Mike says, I saw it, and I'm not sure what it is.
I think there's a chance that Brian might know.
He won't spoil any embargo that he's under.
Yeah, he can't.
Yeah, I know. He wouldn't.
Yeah. Just to put him on the spot like that, right? Like,
yeah.
Tell us, Brian, tell us. I don't know. Yeah.
Dan,
I mean, they just had Apiary come out.
Dan just said, I hate my need to keep the original box. I can't abandon them. Oh, once you do it once, Dan, like we're talking about, like I was putting my games into these photo cases. Once you do it first, Dan, once you've abandoned the original box, you'll never go back. It's kind of like me with legacy games. The first time that I ripped up a card, oh man, it was so anxiety driven, but then yet so satisfying at the same time. He says otherwise he'd be all over the photo craft holder things.
That makes sense. I've been throwing away expansion boxes this year.
Oh, good for you.
That was a hard thing. Yeah. Been holding on to so many for so long, thinking like, well, I could probably use them for other games, but why would I? Because then I wouldn't remember what was in that game, right? Like, it's a dumb idea.
Oh, Tyler's keeping me updated here. Says I'm 5 subs away from 500. By the way, for so exciting. So, yep, I didn't hit the goal. Well, no, I hit my goal for the year. I remember when I was on your podcast last year when we were making our New Year's resolutions.
Oh, yeah.
And I said my goal, I was going to be modest, and I said I wanted to reach 400 subscribers for the year.
Hey.
Smash that goal. So then I'm like, oh, I think I might be able to do 500. Just came up an incy-bincy little short, but hey, I think this year might be the year. If I can keep my momentum going, maybe we might get that 1,000. Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows?
I think
Who knows?
so. I feel like there's momentum, right? Like as you get more subscribers and viewers, people are like, come hang out with me on the stream. Oh, I'm going to be there chatting with people. And you build a community. Like all these awesome folks here are talking to each other, which is so fun to see.
Yeah, it's been awesome. I have to thank the Tabletop Express for that too, because being part of their community has been ever so welcoming. And then lots of these folks are crossovers with the Tabletop Express as well. And hopefully they end up listening to the Talking Tabletop podcast, which is launching tomorrow morning. And they'll discover some other great content creators that are on that show that are not part of this community because, well, I'll call out some of them because they don't like to use Discord. So they'll never get to interact with them any other way other than through the podcast. But it's gonna be great. It's a really great community. I'm really blessed to be part of it. I'm glad that people enjoy things that I make, that people actually enjoy things that I do on YouTube. It's just mind blowing to me. Like I say, if a video gets over 100 views, that video is like a smashing success in my books.
That's amazing. That's great.
So, yeah, and then it looks like just I'm getting a lot of positive reinforcement here. Oh, Brian said, I am a champion. I haven't read the email yet. I have worked on a couple of those games. Secret squirrels here.
I love your show. Like I was telling you earlier this week that December it's been really busy, so I hadn't watched anything for like a whole month of yours, and then I was binging a couple of episodes. I call them episodes, right? Videos, and I was like, just as soon as you started talking, I was like, oh, like it's so good to hear him again. It feels like I'm hanging with a friend.
Aw,
Yeah. So you're awesome. You're
thanks.
warm. You're so kind and
Oh, thanks.
just a great person.
Yeah.
Glad you're here. Keep streaming
I
forever.
apologize that I've been pumping out video after video after video that people find it hard to keep up with. You can't watch them all. I understand that, but maybe something will stick with somebody, and then they'll enjoy it. So,
well, and that's right. Like as you do diversity of different games and everything, somebody will be like, "Oh yeah, I'm interested in apiary. I'll check that one out." And then they're like, "Oh yeah, this guy's really good. I maybe check out some of his other stuff." So.
Oh, and I think we were just talking about this just beforehand too, but Dan just asked, when is the board game community show coming back?
Never. No, I'm just kidding. No, just kidding, babe. Kimmy actually and we've talked about bringing it back, and she would be like my permanent co-host type thing. So we would do, I don't know if a little poll right here is appropriate necessarily, but we've been talking about doing reviews together, interviewing people together, doing topics, those types of things. But it feels a little bit different than what the board game community show was of like interviewing people, right? But it also makes it easier for me to not have to like line up interviews every week. So yeah, that's kind of what we were thinking of doing.
Yeah,
that sounds awesome. And like I think I spouted it off. I don't know where you posted it or polled it before or anything, but I think it was in the Discord channel, and I was just saying, just go for it. Do the stuff that makes you feel good. Do the things that you're interested in. That's what this show, that's what this channel's always been about, is I just play games. I don't ever do like review games per se, anything like that. I just play the games that I want to play, or just play the games that I need to get off my shelf of shame and stuff like that, and get them played and stuff like that. So
this is a good excuse for you to like play games. It sets a schedule of, oh, I need to play games. And that's also part of the reason why I would love to do it with Kimmy too, is that it would like force us, because sometimes we're like, we just don't have the energy to play a game or learn a game, but this gives us something to be like, well, no, it'd be fun to talk about it and record an episode, or like, oh, we need to, there's people who want to hear us talk about those kinds of things. And also Kimmy is my gaming community, right? Like she is she's the biggest part of my board game community, I'd say. I saw that somebody mentioned, let's see, was it Mike? Mike said, I found Ryan looking for guild academies for Valeria. So yeah, that's how that works. And then Vincent said that he found you looking for Ash's video. So are there other people? How did you find Ryan? Yeah, like.
Yeah, and then looks like Tyler here says, I don't even remember how I found Ryan, but it was been trying to make streams consistently for the past 2 to 3 months, but been a blast. Then discovering others within this community and world. Yeah. So just casting that net, and people just kind of stuck around, even though you may not just know what I'm playing. Like even like tonight, Astra is a very way out there game that not a lot of people know about, type thing. Dan here is saying he saw me on one of the Tabletop Express's Call Aboard shows, type thing. So
nice.
Yeah, so collaborations with other channels, which is what I'm really trying to do with the podcast. Hopefully some people will find some other podcasts, some really good friends of mine from the community, and hopefully that they'll be able to discover them as well, even though they're not on Discord or anything like that. I'm trying to get a lot of people to abandon the X or platform formerly known as Twitter, whatever you want to call it, because I'm really active on Blue Sky, Threads, and Instagram now, more so than any others. If you want to be part of Blue Sky, I have a buttload of invites that I can send your way if you're not on
Same
there. I got a lot of them that if you want to.
I have 10 right now.
Yeah, I think I'm sitting at like 6. I'm sitting at like 6 or something like that right now.
Yeah. My one problem with Blue Sky and most other options is that they don't have, like you and I used to communicate through Twitter, right? Like when it was Twitter, and that was our main messaging. So there's some people that I haven't connected with on Facebook or Instagram or something. And so I feel like if I give it up, will I never see these people again? Will I never talk to them again? But I really want to move away from X. I'm on it less and less every day.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Yeah. And I'm just gonna. I have to stop reading the comments because I'm gonna start crying or something like that because just the overwhelming
So nice.
positivity that people are throwing my way. I'm just like it can get emotional here. But it said, yeah, Tyler here said I discovered the shows via Ryan. Actually called in on the last call-in show that they had. Yeah, I remember Tyler phoning in on the Call Aboard show. Seth here is saying can't remember how he found Ryan. It was probably through the review videos, but I appreciate his passion, and he seems to be just like a genuine guy and just a stand-up guy. Deserves all the success. Like, I just can't read these things without getting emotional. I just can't believe that people just think that the things that I do is worth their time in watching. So that's just awesome. I think of all my success as based on you folks. I changed phone this December and didn't install Twitter. Good for you, Vincent. You didn't install Twitter on your new phone. That's good. That's good.
Look at that. Look at all this love. We love you, Ryan.
We all love
Vincent.
you, Ryan. Okay, yeah. I have to stop reading because I'm going to start tearing up type thing. I love everybody too. I hope I get to meet you folks in person one day. I do want to get to PAX this upcoming year in December of 2024. I do have plans here that I'm going to be attending Dice Tower West in Vegas in the beginning of March. So if you're on that side of the US and are thinking about going that way, I'll be at Dice Tower West just because I wanted to get to Vegas again. I haven't been to Vegas in like forever.
Well, because you used to play poker, and
yeah, I used
right like.
I might actually have to dust off the gloves and get back in the ring. I might try placing some. But I also it's at the Rio, and Penn and Teller are playing that night, one of the nights at the convention. So I want to see Penn and Teller because I'm really big Magic fan too. So
oh, interesting. That'd be cool.
Yeah,
Kimmy and I think just earlier this week or whatever, we were talking about Dice Tower West, and specifically you, because I knew you were going, and it was like, it's the week after SaltCon, so can we do 2 board game conventions in a row? Like that would be 2 weekends in a row, and so we're trying to figure out if we're going to be coming or not to that one. We would love to though, because Vegas is fun. It'd be nice to meet up with you and several other people there, right? And
yeah, there's gonna be a lot of people. There's a lot of the West Coast. A lot of the West Coast content creators go to that one. I think I know Ruel is going to be there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Dan saying PAX. Yeah, I want to get to PAX. I know.
Yeah.
I've been talking to Chris and Ryan of Tabletop Express. I'm pretty sure PAX is going to be a go this year. It was just kind of we're still in an ugly struggle right now with our union and our government. We're going to be looking at a possible full-on teacher strike here coming up really, really shortly. So I've been saving my pennies for it because it's getting really, really ugly here in Saskatchewan.
That's so scary.
Yeah, it is.
But also, yeah, it's like things have to change. So yeah, you're not paid enough. And you're mistreated, and you just, we almost went to PAX Unplugged this last year. It was so close. We were going to go with Frigyes Games, but we took like a week too long to decide for sure. And so he had to hire some local people to help. But there's a good chance that we'll come, whether it's with Frigyes Games or somebody else. But yeah, we'll probably make it to PAX Unplugged this year, I think.
That'd be awesome. Awesome. Philly in December looks fun because it's the chances of seeing an NHL game. Nice. Yeah, thank you, Brian, for the support here. Yeah, the teachers here were quite fed up with our current government, and we're going to let them know about it very shortly. Very, very shortly.
We need to do that here in Utah, but I feel like it won't happen because we have like the largest families but not the taxes don't compensate for that. So like we pay the lowest. I think we pay the lowest per student. Is that right?
I'm not sure if we still are the lowest per student.
No.
But it's somewhere around there.
But it's getting pretty bad. So hopefully worldwide we can just make that change. I don't know.
I have no idea what the answer is, but just value education. These are these kids are your resource, and you know, these people that are in power, they got there somehow by a teacher at some point in time. Everybody had a teacher that's at some point in time, so that you don't get anything. So I don't understand, but anywho, I could go on a very big rant about this.
Oh, we could,
I am not. I'm going to behave myself, and I'm not going to go on record.
Board games,
and I'm not going to have my students find this and then post it on TikTok or anything like that.
Yeah,
afterwards.
Oh, lovely.
Okay, well, thank you, Riley and Kimmy, for coming on tonight. I think it was a blast. This was awesome. I've got a podcast to finish editing up here and get out for the entire world to hear. I can't believe that I'm actually going to be doing it, but hey, what's one more thing in the crazy world of Mista Rau Gaming?
Yeah,
I got a lot of messages saying, "Are you crazy? You're doing 3 videos a week and you're going to do a podcast?" I'm like, well, I learned from the best. Norm was the one that did 2 podcasts a week for like 2.5, 3 years.
I don't know how he did that.
I don't know how he did it either, but
crazy.
Oh yeah, Dan's saying, get to work.
But I will say Norm ran I listened to you guys record live a couple times, and it was so weird because I had listened to you guys, the recordings, for a while, and watching you guys live, it flowed nearly identical. Like he does those like breaks where he's like, we're going to take a quick break and then we'll be right back with this segment. And then it's like immediately he's just like, and now we're back. And I was like, it's like, you didn't take a break. what lie is this?
We mastered the art of the one take edit.
Yeah, that's for real.
One take editing, which if people pay attention to my videos, it's still one take edits. Like there's very little editing that goes on in the background when I do a pre-recorded video. If I can't get it in one take, it's not worth doing.
Yeah. So quick question, because I'm a podcaster, right? Have you you're launching it tomorrow, right?
Yes.
What are you using? What's your hosting?
I'm going to be hosting it through Spotify.
Perfect.
Which I think is that was the old Anchor.
Yes.
I think so. Yeah. It's mainly
that's
because
what I'm on.
Mainly because it's free.
Well, honestly, it's free and it has some of the best analytics and a lot of really good options and tools for podcasters.
And it can push it out to whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
So
if you are looking for it tomorrow, though, it might, usually Apple Podcasts takes the longest, so it might be, I don't know, anywhere from 2 to 7 days for it to get onto Apple Podcasts.
Okay.
So other than that, though, I bet nearly everything else will have it up tomorrow.
Perfect.
Just so you know, yeah. Don't panic if it's not on there, everybody.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm not expecting big things right off the hop. I'm just gonna get the growing thing. It's getting that first one out there and having people find it. That's the big one. Yeah. So
yeah, just make sure to subscribe or follow, whatever it's called, on your podcatcher, and
which is also a thing that I didn't ever, because my world's worst thingamajigger is the like, comment, and subscribe.
I was just about to say that. I was about to say I haven't seen a like, comment, and subscribe thing on here yet.
Because I'm absolutely terrible. I always forget to push the button. I have a button program that I can just do it and it just pops up across the screen here. I'm my world's worst advocate for myself.
So everybody like, comment, and subscribe, right?
Right, because it looks like that this I don't even. I can't even. Can I see that somewhere? It's on a screen somewhere. I've got so many screens going on back here. Follow me on social media if you want to see what I took a picture of the behind the scenes of my studio, because I had to take down the whole studio when we had Christmas, and I didn't want anybody like bumping or running into things and having my nephews and kids running around in here. So I had to take everything down, and then I put everything back up, and then I took a picture because we were like, oh, this it's actually clean. It's actually clean.
Perfect.
Okay. Right on.
Yeah.
What's my? Oh, it looks like a bunch of hockey chat. Hockey chat's
Missed
going
it.
on. Oh, Vincent likes the behind the scenes photos. He says he wants to see more of those. It is kind of neat. Maybe I should do a video in the future of like the day in the life of getting the stream ready. What do I do to get the stream ready?
Yeah, get those get like a GoPro, right? And just wear it. And even do your stream with the GoPro so that like you're looking at the
Everybody
computer
can see what's looking on. And like you have to send people messages like Riley, like, okay, it's time to get ready. Make sure you log on.
Yep.
So that I can use the whatever program that I'm using. All right.
And unsquare my face.
All righty. Okay, folks. I think that's pretty good for tonight. What has it been? Yeah, it's been a good couple hours. That's been awesome.
Yep.
Thank you for joining us once again for Mr. Rau's Gaming on this lovely Tuesday evening. Any last words, Riley or Kimmy, before we sign off for the evening?
No,
Do you wanna-
I enjoyed playing Astra again. That was fun.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I actually really enjoyed it. I might actually have to try to see if I can find myself a physical copy, because I think my wife would actually enjoy this one too.
Yeah.
I like
It's a
it.
lot.
I have a purple marker specifically for Astra.
And we're
Yeah,
only
we-
just learning about this now? Oh
Yes.
my good, that's awesome. That's awesome.
That's an easy custom component you can get, right? Like dry erase markers for any dry erase games. So
And as a
Yeah.
teacher, I have like unlimited access to dry erase markers of all sorts of colors.
yeah.
Same.
No, yeah. Thank you for having us on and having us both on. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Always
and
fun to hang out with you.
Yeah, there's a lot of people here saying that there was thanks all. It was a great evening to see Riley and Kimmy on here. Thanks to Kim. Your patience is amazing. Thanks as always. Your patience. Oh, she's just been sitting here just watching Riley and I chit chat back and forth. Yes, your
I
patience.
know. She's used to it. Trust me. I feel bad.
It's fine. I like
am
listening.
daddy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're
Part-
more introverted, right?
Eh.
Sometimes. Depends on the day.
Depends on the day. Depends on the
How much-
people.
Amount of coffee.
Yeah.
Perfect.
No.
All
Thanks.
right, everybody. Thank you once and all. Join me on Thursday. You should be seeing a video if you got the notifications popped up. Oh, look at that! Yeah, that's vintage. That's a vintage shirt.
That was like the first.
That was
Maybe
the first.
even the first day you released it.
That was like the first iteration. The old, because it says rants and reviews on it.
Yeah, rants and reviews.
Mr. Rau's rants and reviews. Oh my gosh, I should get back into some rants every now and then. Those are some of my most popular videos from way back in the day. Are the rants.
Yeah, there were good ones. Yeah, you had a lot of really.
But
high
overall, I'm
numbered
just
ones.
not an angry person, though.
You can definitely rant, right? Like
It's
you
hard
don't
to
have
get
to be
fired up about.
angry.
It's really hard to get fired up about things, Nate, lately. Okay. All right, folks. Thank you. So I got a video dropping on Thursday. So get your notification bells all clicked so they get that all go. And then next week, what am I playing next week? Oh, Shadow Kingdoms of Valeria. So if you like Valeria style games, Shadow Kingdoms is coming up next week. I'm going to be doing a solo playthrough of that one. Really, really interesting game. All right, folks. Have yourselves a great evening, and especially a great day or afternoon if you're watching this after the fact. And we will catch you next time. Cheers, everybody.
Bye.
Oops, where's my button? There it is. And I says the Mabel, I says.